Hi, Joe Maggiore, designated broker of Desert Dimensions Properties. At Desert Dimensions, we manage a lot of properties, and one of the questions that I very commonly get asked by my clients is, what do I do if my tenant unexpectedly bails on their lease, or trashes my home, or the dreaded both of those things? And what I try to tell people first and foremost is, it is really, really rare that either of those things happen. It's just not the common scenario that comes up. But really what does come up kind of falls into two categories for us. There is a scenario with communication and a scenario without communication. The scenario with communication, those tend to be things like tenant got relocated and needs to move out of town earlier than they thought. Or maybe a tenant lost a job, or someone in their family lost a job, and because of finances they're not going to be able to continue on with the lease. The scenarios where we've got communication are by far the easiest to deal with. In most cases, we've got some really good contingency plans that we can work on, where we'll work something out where the owner is kept whole, the tenant is released from their obligation, and everybody kind of gets to walk away from it happy. The flip side of that is the scenarios without communication. Now those are the ones that are a bit more challenging, because those can be you get a rent payment that's missed and you don't hear from someone, or you get notice from a neighbor or from a pool guy or a landscaper that they've gone and the house basically appears to be vacant. So in a situation where we've got no communication, we've got a tenant who has either left and really not done a very nice job with the property, or kept up the property, or basically trashed it on their way out. The two things that people really need to keep on the top of their mind is to keep focused and to keep moving. Really, a lot of people start off by dwelling on how are we going to make this person pay for it, how are we going to get this money from them, let's take them to court. That is by far the second priority. The first priority is always get in, get the property assessed, figure out what we need to do, get it done, get it rented, basically be moving forward with it, because ultimately that property, the way that that's going to continue to not drain money is to have it bringing in rent again. And the only way to do that is to get it turned over and really get it back on the market and rented. Once all those things are done, that's when we shift our focus and say, what did we lose in rent? What is the balance of this tenant's lease? What was the damage that was done? What is it that we want to attempt to pursue that tenant for? And really the further conversation there is, do we actually want to pursue them? Sometimes that number is really not very significant, and it may not be worth the owner or the property manager's time to really pursue that. So anytime you get a rental property back in a condition that was unexpected, at a time that was earlier than it was expected, really with or without communication, any scenario that was other than ideal, it's important to keep calm, keep focused, and keep it moving forward. That is what will serve you as the investment property owner and ultimately the investment property best. Obviously, no two scenarios are the same. If there are ever any questions, please feel free to give us a call, 480-270-5355 or desertdimensions.com. I'm Joe Maggiore with Desert Dimensions Properties.